Hey, what's going on, everyone? So, just left the gym a few minutes ago, finishing up my own workout, and that took way longer than was necessary. And the reason for that was, when it comes to coaching, there's the science aspect. Like, you need to understand some basic fundamentals of how the body works, and then it can obviously delve deeper into the more advanced stuff if needed, if necessary, depending on the level that you're working with. But you look at anatomy, physiology, biomechanics, those are going to be your big ones to understand, as well as knowing how to lift yourself. But that one, especially for strength and conditioning, should be just a fundamental prereq before you even begin working with people. But the other part that is not talked about enough is the art of coaching. And to my knowledge, Brett Bartholomew is the one who's really done a great job of bringing this to the forefront of, you don't want to insult and say there's a hard science and a soft science, because that kind of insinuates that one's really easy. And none of the science aspects, whether you're talking psychological or biomechanics, none of it's necessarily easy. It's just that the softer side of things, the art side, doesn't get the respect that it should. So anyway, the point I'm making is that I was planning to start my own workout over 2 hours ago at this point. And one of the guys that him and I have a pretty good relationship. He feels, and I'm grateful that he feels comfortable enough to disclose some personal matters. And it's not like he even wants my opinion or my thoughts. He just needs somebody to vent to. So this happens when, as you become a better and better coach, you understand that, if the headspace isn't right for individuals, they're not going to be able to put out and accomplish whatever it is you want them to accomplish, because they have some other stuff that they got to deal with. So at the core level, you have to be a good person and genuinely care about people, and not just what numbers can they put up, or how far they can throw, or how fast they can throw, or any of those other metrics. It all starts with just genuinely caring about someone's overall well-being. And then once that stuff is where it needs to be, then the expectation is, all right, we've got the mental aspect dealt with and figured out, so now we can focus exclusively on what it is we're trying to get you to accomplish, for whether it's tactical, fire, police, or high school, collegiate, pro sports, whatever. It doesn't matter. The point is, to be effective, you just need to be a good person. Just listen. So all I did for over an hour was just sit there and listen to what this guy needed to get off his chest. And that's something that just does not get talked about enough. Everybody's too busy talking about, oh, check out my periodization schemes and all these cool exercises that I'm going to act like they're brand new, and they're fucking not. And the periodization that you think is fancy and brand new is not. Nobody gives a shit about that stuff. You have to care for your guys. You have to care for your athletes first. And that, they can feel that. They know when people are being genuine. They know when people really care. So if you have some athletes, if you happen to be a coach seeing this, if you have some athletes who are disclosing some things like that, I mean, I take it as a tremendous honor that they feel comfortable enough talking to me about some of this stuff. And, you know, I'm not a clinical psychologist, I'm not a clinical psychiatrist, I'm not any of those things. I'm just a guy who, you know, happens to care about people and their overall well-being in addition to their performance, because I realized how tightly those are intertwined. But yeah, especially with the military setting, you know, this continues to be a problem, and it gets hammered home for like a month out of the year of suicide prevention and awareness and all that stuff, and we pay it some respect for those 30 days or whatever, and then people forget about it. But if you're working with first responders in any capacity, or police officer, firefighter, tactical, in any capacity, just shut the fuck up and listen once in a while. Ask them how you can help them. Ask them and genuinely mean it and care. How's everything going? How's your day? How's everything at home? Just basic, just make conversation. Don't be weird about it, but just make that a daily routine. I would, you know, I tend to say the word culture a lot. You want to create and cultivate a certain culture so that people view it as a third place that they want to be. In that third place, think of it like this. Where are the two places people spend the most time? It's going to be at home, it's going to be at work. Everybody needs that third place. Where should that third place be? Hopefully it's in the weight room. Because in the weight room you have community, you have fun, people get to blow off some steam and train. Exercise is one of the best, it's not a drug, but it is one of the best things that you can do for your overall well-being and health. And it's a great way to decompress. And then that's where we have to start before we can even begin to talk about, you know, what sets and reps and all this other shit. It's all about starting at that level, getting people to understand, hey man, we want you to come in, we want you to train, move around. On days where you're feeling really good, cool, we're gonna hit it hard. On days where your head's not in it, cool, just do some medicine ball slams, feel better, do a little cardio, stretch out, and take it easy, and then we'll save it for another day. Because there's a ton of shit that looks great on paper, but that ain't how the real world works. You're dealing with human beings who need someone that they feel comfortable talking to, and that will help them more than you can imagine. So check on each other, be a good person, ask someone how their day is going, and that's that. Have a good day.